Prime Minister Narendra Modi is visiting UAE to attend the UN climate conference, the COP28 in Dubai, starting this week, underlying the country's commitment to the issue of climate change. Prime Minister Modi will be in UAE for 2 days, and he's visiting Dubai at the invitation of Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the President of the United Arab Emirates and the ruler of Abu Dhabi at this event. Also called the High-Level Segment World, leaders for their representatives are expected to make statements on behalf of their countries, outlining their intent and contribution to stemming greenhouse gas emissions. Well, the Prime Minister has also arrived at the Dubai Expo City, is what we know. Those are fresh visuals coming in, as you can see. The Prime Minister flanked by security and locals at the event. The Prime Minister will be addressing the opening session as well, and he's going to speak upon India's responsibility and contribution when it comes to global climate crisis. Ria, my colleague, is on the phone line at this point in time to give us some perspective. Ria, obviously the Prime Minister is going to be taking this challenge head on. India has also made certain commitments of being carbon neutral, and the Prime Minister is obviously going to make an appeal to the rest of the world, the developed world as well, to follow suit.
Yes, Vineet, as the visuals on our screen very much show that he's just reached the Dubai Expo City, where it's the first session. And he landed in Dubai last night to attend the World Climate Action Summit and the United Nations Conference of the Parties on Climate, or as we very much call it as COP28. He was received by United Arab Emirates Interior Minister and Deputy CM Sheikh Saif bin Zayed Al Nahyan at the airport. And the key focus of the entire summit is going to be emphasizing on climate change and quite a number of bilaterals with key players like Maldives and Southeast Asia is also going to be one of the key focus. Over to you, Vineet.
Ria, appreciate you joining us. All right, the Prime Minister is going to be addressing this gathering, and he's also going to be launching the Green Credits Initiative. These are live shots coming in at this point in time. And obviously these initiatives are encouraging the establishment of ways and means to combat the climate crisis that the whole world is rather grappling with. He's going to be delivering his address at the opening session of the World Climate Summit. He will also launch other climate initiatives aimed at industries, foreign representatives, and of course the world at large. Wing Commander Praful Bakshi with us on the program to talk more about this. Commander Bakshi, how important do you think is India's role when it comes to these climate initiatives? You know, the global south has to pay the most for the pollution and for the climate crisis that has been brought upon by the global north. And yet, the initiative is being taken by a country like India here.
That's right, Vinny. Thank you very much. COP26, 27, both address this issue. But the developing nations, so-called the South countries, now they are bearing the brunt, and their contribution to the carbon is minimum as compared to Germany, as compared to European countries and America. But the question is, why should we be financially burdened so much? This whole process requires a change, requires a rethinking, was brought out the G20 meeting too. But question here is that it takes time for these developed countries, so-called the North, when we use the term North and South, these countries take time to understand this process, and that is what Prime Minister is now going to reiterate in the forthcoming conference, COP28 and UAE and other places. He'll be traveling to other places, and he'll be talking on this point on other forums too. It's not going to be here. But this is going to be very important, because now India is developing and bringing in new technologies, and very far better technologies even than a lot of countries in the West. And our contribution to carbon is absolutely very minimal in this issue, you will be surprised when nobody talks in terms of ozone depletion. Nobody talks on all various other aspects which the Western countries are contributing towards much more than any other country. So efforts of Prime Minister Modi are being noticed by all countries. And when we talk in terms of the effect going into, the Asia Pacific nation, the strategic zone of Indo-Pacific, there also this aspect will stand out as a number one point, as one of the top points as to how the climate change has to be fought together. So,
Right, sir.
That's it.
All right, sir. Appreciate you joining us.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.